Hey there, everybody. It's Lonnie with Untitled Nerd Network, brought to you by Infinity Flux, and we are going to be looking at Wizard Magazine number 10. It's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and we're going to go through and kind of do a page-by-page look. Shouldn't take too long, but I'm just going to kind of skip over some of the less important parts. See, open up to the front cover, Ghost Rider ad. This is something very interesting, a Mobius lithograph. I don't even know the character, but as you could see, $340, and I actually looked these up. I found one on eBay. It still holds the value, so interesting. I wanted one of those because that looks like my cat Jubilee. Looking at some of the trading cards. Trading cards were a huge thing. Here, this is actually one thing I want to look at, and this is a letter from the editor. And keep in mind, this was published in June '92. Talking about the basically how characters in comics have changed, and like right there, down at the very bottom in the middle of the screen, it says I grew up to believe that those with special abilities, such as the ability to write well, had special duties as well. Among them, a duty to use their abilities to help, not harm. If today's kids are learning their life lessons from the Punisher and Lobo and X-Force, I shudder for our future. And interestingly enough, it's kind of happened that way. Thing for Valiant, Archer, and Armstrong. That was brand new back then. More stuff by Valiant. They did a lot of... This is an interview with... Rob Liefeld. That's Spawn. New book coming out. Like number 1 hadn't even come out yet. And this is basically during Rob Liefeld mania. It's pretty text heavy. Origins of Youngblood. Big thing on Cable. Cable had only been around for a few months at this point. Cable was everywhere in this book. You will see that as we flip through. They're also talking about, let's see, Bart Bagley, New Warriors, and Spider-Man. 30th anniversary of Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. Atomic Comics, which was a comic book shop. Dragon's Den, who was a place in Yonkers, New York, selling cards. Spider-Man the movie. This is very interesting. This is back when they thought James Cameron was going to be doing a Spider-Man movie. This is in '92, and as we all know, Spider-Man, the actual movie, didn't come out until 2002. And this is basically like a timeline history. Everybody seemed to think this is when it was going to happen, and it never did. This is basically a X-Men versus the Avengers matchup. Years, more than 2 decades before the actual event happened. Hottest heroes and villains. As you can see, the top 4. Cable, Wolverine, Venom, and Sabretooth. Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Archangel, Bishop, and Carnage. Basically a bunch of villains and anti-heroes, which is what that guy was talking about at the beginning of the book. Wonder Man and She-Hulk were the hunk and babe of the month. That's another thing, X-Factor 68, they were talking about, that being a major Cable issue because Cable was a baby. There's a neat little poster that you can see there. Spider-Man 30th anniversary. Lucky enough to have one with it still in there. A Spawn trading card, McFarlane interview, Spawn poster. Coming soon. There's a scavenger hunt, which is really neat. If you want to pause it and kind of take a look at that, what all they had in there. Look at the future of comics with our publisher. role-playing games with DC and Marvel. That's pretty cool. This is cover art that people had sent in. It kind of makes me wonder what would happen if, like, you looked up some of these people on Facebook. That might be something, make a really neat feature at some point. But I want to go through and just kind of do a quick little showcase on each one of these. Contest number 10. That's for a set of X-Force Jim Lee autograph cards. There's the IQ test. Maybe we could do one of those. Some of those questions are outdated, though. Word jumble. A lot of interactive stuff in Wizard. Wizard News. DC Comics reveals future projects. Robin 3. If you've ever seen Local Bargain Bin, I'm sure you've seen copies of that. Marvel adapts hit novels. What is that? Tech World, Robot City. Elf Quest now in full color. Image reveals 92 plans. As you can see there, about midway to the screen, Spawn number 1, May 92. Interesting. Galactus to get a new Herald. Zen toy line. Mirage's new trading cards were the thing back then. Collecting comics in the 90s. If we only knew. There's like last chance to order Wizard number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Look at those prices. $3.75 for the first issue of Wizard. Wizard Crystal Ball, basically telling all kinds of future predictions. Top picks. Spawn number 1. Protector frame from before they had comic grading. RoboCop vs. Terminator number 1. Unity number 0 from Valiant. New Warriors number 25. Batman Shadow of the Bat. Web of Spider-Man number 90. They said Spider-Man had 5 titles at that point. More picks. Excalibur number 52, I see down there. More picks. Jim Lee autograph trading cards for sale. The month's number 1s. Look at that list. Holy crap. Some more ads. There's the top 100. Let's look at the top 10 just for the sake. X-Men number 9, Infinity War number 1, Uncanny 289, X-Force number 11, Silver Sable number 1, Spider-Man number 23, Amazing Spider-Man 363. It's absolutely dominated by Marvel. Like, I don't even, like, DC was really struggling in 92. It took, of course, this is before the death of Superman. This is before the Nightfall series. There's the top 10. Hot Books, which another Cable origin story. Cable, first appearance of Carnage, first appearance of Gambit. A lot of 90s stuff. First Jim Lee, they were actually talking about how that had dropped quite a bit. That's some more Jim Lee stuff. I mean, crazy. There's the toy section, talking about the new Star Wars figures. This is basically a toy price guide. Star Trek. The Market Watch. As you can see, Marvel is tearing it up. Top 10 hottest artists. Number 1 was Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Rob Liefeld, Will Portacio, Mark Bagley, and then we've got others there. Then there's your typical abbreviations. Spawn. And then there's your price guide. We'll skip ahead to X-Men really quick and just kind of take a look, see how much X-Men was going for at the time. Probably need to go back to Uncanny. There we go. Uncanny X-Men #1 at the time was going for $1,800. That is crazy. Cover shots. Conventions and shows. Nothing in Georgia. Wonder if they had anything in Tennessee. Yep, Nashville. Comic book convention. I bet that was a hot show. They had all the big guys there. There's the letters page. Several letters. And then there's some letter art. Kind of showcase them. Pretty neat looking. Another thing about some DC trading cards. And finally, Spider-Man 30th anniversary on the back. This is a pretty neat book. It's always nice to kind of take a glance into the past. But Wizard number 10, any comments or anything? And be sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, hit the like button, and hope you enjoyed a blast from the past. We're going to start doing these a lot more regularly, so look for future past issues of Wizard. And I'll be posting these fairly regularly until we finally cover them all. Anyway, I'm Lonnie with Untitled Nerd Network. Thanks for watching.